Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the undefeated Clue champ out of anyone I know. This is my favorite board game, and that should be no surprise. I love a good mystery, and I've loved this game since I was like really young. It turns out these transvestigations or this transgender stuff isn't just limited to celebrities. The deeper I got into it, the more I realized it's pretty much everywhere. Games, picture books, cartoons, you name it. So I got to thinking, well, I wonder about the characters in Clue. And sorry, I've had this game since the 80s. This box is very well loved and it's pretty old. So started thinking that these people don't quite look right. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you the game that I have, and then I pulled up some pictures of the Clue people online from like games in the past and modern games. Anyways, let's get into it. If you love this game too, drop me a comment, but notice the kitchen. We have the Masonic black and white checkerboard floor, so just thought I'd point that out. I set up some of the little weapons. You're welcome. In each version, I saw definitely a few of them that looked suspect. No pun intended. But let's take a look at Miss Scarlet here. If that weren't like, an illustration, if that were a real person, I'm pretty sure we can see an Adam's apple sticking out there. Kind of a square-shaped face. No widow's peak. Deep set eyes, kind of a square face. So, yes, Miss Scarlet, I do suspect you to be a tranny. Sorry. Colonel Mustard has a pretty girlyish looking face there with like feminine features, more of an oval shaped face. Is that kind of like a widow's peak? I know he has a receding hairline, but kind of looks like a widow's peak there. Feminine looking eyes, kind of like a little nose and a little chin. You can easily see how that could be a woman. You guys probably think I'm nuts. That's okay. All right, if I didn't sell it on the other ones, this is the smoking gun. Ready? Come on now. Here we have Mrs. Peacock, looking like just a straight up dude with a big old square face and a manly looking appearance. Okay, kind of like deep set eyes that are far apart. A square like face, square jaw. And overall just like looks like a guy. Am I right or am I wrong? What do you think? And this is like harder because they're not real people, but I'm so disappointed in Mrs. White. Just remove the hair, and that is a male face. My cats are growling at each other, sorry. You have a square-shaped face. Definitely see, where that Adam's apple would be. Deep-set eyes that are far apart. They, like, shave those eyebrows, and that is a guy. Come on. Shh. Interesting black and white swirl for the Parker Brothers logo, right? Black and white for duality, pedo swirl. So the board game I showed you was from the 80s, and now I believe this is from the 70s. This is an earlier version. Look at Miss Scarlet, highly suspect, very square face, manly shaped face. Okay, like deep set eyes and just looking like every male to female that we've seen on TV and everything. So I do suspect you, Miss Scarlet. Verdict is out on this Mrs. White, but not the most feminine looking person in the world, but the one I really need to show you here in this one. Oh my gosh. Is Mrs. Peacock I'm sorry, Mrs. Peacock. You don't look like a woman at all. I don't even think I need to say anything here. This is just like a guy wearing a more feminine outfit and a hat. Bro. Wow, that is one ugly lady. I'm so sorry, but that is terrible. Draw your own conclusion on that one. And then we have like a Professor Plum who, that one is pretty suspicious to me too. Those are more girly looking eyes, like a vertical forehead, I think, rather than a sloping back forehead. But I don't know. My head is spinning at this point. This is like completely ridiculous, but I'm still stuck on this one, to be honest with you. I found this version online too. Another masculine looking Mrs. White with a square face, shaved eyebrows. That looks like a dude if you take off the lipstick and that hair. Kind of like a man face, but look at the oval shaped face with the more feminine features here. Closer together eyes, vertical forehead, oval shape, and more of a feminine appearance, and a widow's peak. So, yes, this Miss Scarlet looks like every tranny we've seen on a TV show. That looks like a man with that like hard male gaze, right? And look at the clavicles there. Hold on, I'll get my pointer. See the collarbone? Straight across collarbone. That's a man. I hope I'm proving my point here. Here's another version. Look at this. This is Mr. White. I am not even saying Mrs. White, and I know this is kind of like this picture wasn't very clear. Sorry about that, but this is just a dude posing as Mrs. White, right? I mean, I don't even have to say anything here. That's a man. And then we have another male to female here. The collarbone is like more feminine, but it's wearing a choker, probably to hide the Adam's apple. It's got a big like male jaw, and I'm not believing this one for a second. It looks like a hard male gaze. And of course, we have a modern day woke version of Clue, and there's definitely trannies on this box. He's doing the pyramid with his hands. All right, of course he is. He has an oval face, vertical forehead, closer together eyes. You know, that's not really looking like a man's body there. This one too. Oval face, vertical forehead. The facial hair is like, you know, like the FTM facial hair. Same with this one. She's probably the same way. I don't even know, but at least her shoulders and hips seem to line up. So maybe that's actually a girl, but we come over here and that's just a straight up dude. It's got like a big long neck. It's got the big straight across collarbone clavicles there, shoulders wider than the hips. Definitely. I mean, that's just like a definition of a tranny. The arms are practically touching the floor. I don't really think I need to say anything else about that. That's probably the best example of a male to female that we've seen here on these games. And I think I'll stop there, but yeah. Oh, I completely skimmed past the they, them. I don't even know what this is supposed to be right here. Is that a male to female, a female to male? I don't know, but that's just like, I'm so disappointed in Clue. Just a completely woke box. Of course, they have to have an it. I'm sorry, but like you can't even tell what that is. Of course, they have to have a pyramid. Of course, they have to have a tranny. Like, that's so disappointing. bring back the 80s where at least the trannies were a little more undercover. I don't know. If you enjoyed this, if it made you smile, or if you hated it, I don't care. Give it a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe and be back for more. My channel isn't going to be all transvestigations, but right now I'm having fun with them. So hope to see you again, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.